There are still about 139 fires still raging across New South Wales as firefighters welcome cooler conditions and rainfall sweeping through the country's southeast. Overnight, 2 emergency warnings were downgraded for fires burning at Kerry Ridge and Bega Valley near the Victorian border. Authorities estimated 60 homes have been destroyed in the Southern Highlands and the state's south, but it's feared that number could rise. Thousands of properties in the Shoalhaven area have been left without power due to fire damage. It was like a war zone. That's what confronted locals and firefighters in Batlow when a massive bushfire tore through the town. A man died of a heart attack while defending homes, while at least 20 properties were destroyed and hundreds of livestock lost. And a warning to viewers, this story contains confronting images of deceased animals.
Homes in Batlow reduced to charred ruins, twisted metal and rubble, almost all that remains, except the Hills hoist in the backyard. Next door, Batlow's service station hollowed out by flames. Miraculously, these gas canisters left untouched.
The service station went up and that was pretty exciting then, I can tell you. The bottles went up, all the gas bottles. So yeah, it was a bit scary there for a while.
Matt Rudd owns the local pub and says on Saturday night he was fighting a wall of flames.
It was like a war zone.
As the fire tore through town last night, 7 people who took too long to leave were forced to seek shelter here at the local RFS shed as flames roared over the roof. Just outside town, Batlow's famous apple orchards were scorched, and in confronting scenes, livestock burnt to death as they tried to escape the flames.
I cried out this morning. I went out there and I made my wife leave yesterday before it came. It's just heartbreaking to see all that destruction.
Quite a few, what I know, have lost a house.
The most devastating loss of all, a 47-year-old man from Goulburn died of a heart attack while helping to defend his mate's property from the fire front.
Our hearts, thoughts and minds go to their families.
More than 20 homes feared lost in Batlow, but with most houses left standing, a realisation the toll could have been much higher.
The conditions yesterday were just horrific, and the expectation was we were going to lose many more numbers than we actually have, or what we think we have.
With power cut to the town, the local pub is being run by generators, the community rallying together and promising to rebuild.
We've proven that we're not undefendable. The town's rallied together and we've done a great job. We've lost very few houses, considering the storm that came through here.
In Batlow, Eliza Edwards, Sky News.
And scenes of devastation in the state's Southern Highlands. Some residents are exhausted after spending hours defending their properties. Others are not yet emotionally ready to return.
The aftermath of a firestorm. Residents in Bunjong have likened it to World War III.
Apocalypse type situation, you wouldn't have believed it could have been so intense and so thick, and the flame was like from 12 miles over there to here within like 10 minutes.
Dave Bright says he was well prepared for Saturday night.
I've got an old spa bath up there. I was jumping in it every now and again to stop sizzling.
But when the Currowan blaze took hold, trees were like matchsticks. Some of his animals burnt to death, others injured by thick smoke. Hours later, their water tank engulfed in flames, but the house still standing. In Kangaroo Valley, this property decimated by the very same blaze. Neighbours have come to survey the damage, but the owners aren't ready to return.
It's really heartbreaking.
You know, all that sentimental stuff that they would have had in their house for years and years and years, and it's just all gone.
No, not to mention it's a beautiful
flash.
house.
Just an hour west of Kangaroo Valley here in Wingelow, some of the worst devastation I've seen so far this bushfire season. Several cars completely blackened, bicycles destroyed, and all kinds of family belongings reduced to rubble. Julia Bradley, Sky News, Wingelow.